Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all-new GB3 Versus. If you ever want to see Bill and I go at it, well, Bill and I are going to go at it tonight. As always, I am one half of your dynamic duo, the real Geno Reynolds.
And I am Bill, HeiseNerd Fields. Geno, you ready to do this thing?
Oh yeah, I've got the MMA gloves on. I'm ready to go.
Well, let's take the time to go ahead and introduce our host. My other half, Mrs. HeiseNerd, Danielle, has decided to be our host and write the questions for this. So she's going to talk a little bit about how this is going to work out, the rules, and all that before we get started.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. So we are going to have a pop culture trivia quiz, and in each of these rounds, we'll have 6 rounds, and there will be 5 questions, and they'll get progressively harder with each question. Each question is worth 10 points, and I'll keep score, so you don't have to worry about that. After the 3rd round, we'll have a halftime question that can earn you up to 20 points, and then after the 6th round, we'll have a final wager-based round, and I'll explain that a little more when we get to it, just so you don't get too confused right now. Go ahead, sorry.
For those that are going to be playing along at home, feel free to hit that pause button before we give out any answers if you want to kind of get an idea of what your own answer might be.
Also, I want to state that I am terrible at trivia, so Bill will probably be getting his revenge from Mario Party. That being said, I wasn't very good at Mario Party either.
Yes. Right.
All right, let's do this thing.
Okay, after each question, if you know the answer, you can go ahead and write it down and lock it in and let me know you're locked in, and then your fearsome competitor can have a chance to talk it through and see if they can come up with the right answer. So when Bill and I attend trivia nights, the host of the one that we usually go to generally starts his night with a This Week in History category, but since we're doing a pop culture evening, the first round will be This Week in Pop Culture History.
All right.
So, question number 1. This week in 1997, Mike Tyson was disqualified from a boxing match as the result of biting what other boxer on the ear?
I am locked in.
I am locked in as well. You want to talk a little bit about your answer, Geno?
Oh, yeah. I followed Mike Tyson for a long time, and I am also a huge fan of said person whose ear he bit off. Am I supposed to just give the answer if I know it?
Yeah, you can feel free.
It's Evander Holyfield, or Evander Holy-Ear after Tyson got done with him, of course.
See, it's funny because I remember being at one of my friend's house overnight, and I remember hearing about, it was either this or Princess Diaries. I might have heard of both things at different times when I was staying at this friend's house, but yes, it was Evander Holyfield.
The correct answer is Evander Holyfield.
I'm glad you're making me feel good, giving me a softball question here at first.
I work part-time for a newspaper in the sports department, and one night I got a phone call from a gentleman, and he's like, I hope you can help me. Several years ago, when Mike Tyson bit that guy in the ear, I said, Evander Holyfield. He goes, okay, thanks, and hung up the phone.
Nice.
All right, question number 2 in pop culture history. This week in 1957, Jack Parr took the reins as host of what television show, which is still broadcast today?
Oh boy,
I think I'm locked in with a pretty decent guess.
Can you repeat that, please?
I can. This week in 1957, Jack Parr took the reins as host of what television show, which is still broadcast today? And Bill is locked in, so if you want to try to talk through it and chat with yourself, that works too.
I don't know if I'm right, but I'm probably not right, but I've got to guess.
Okay, you can go ahead and go.
I didn't know if you were just talking regular show or just or like game shows or whatever, or just shows in general. I said Family Feud. I know I'm probably wrong.
Okay. And Bill?
Now this is a guess too, but I'm pretty sure that he was before Carson, and I'm guessing The Tonight Show.
It is The Tonight Show.
Yeah, here we go. Let the shellacking begin.
We're only 2 deep. You have a ways to go. And I promise that I have not discussed these questions or their answers with Bill ahead of time.
This is correct.
So.
You didn't quote unquote bribe her or anything, did you? She's not going on some trip after we're done with this, is she? Okay.
I don't come cheap. I'm hyper competitive.
Yes.
I've known you for a long time. I trust you, and yes, you're definitely hyper competitive.
All right, question number 3. This week in 1927, this roller coaster, now an official New York City landmark and listed on the National Register of Historic Places, opened on Coney Island.
Okay, since I know nothing about roller coasters.
I'm locked in.
Oh, of course you know about roller coasters. Let's see. I have no idea, so I'm just going to lock in an answer anyway.
Okay. Go for it, Geno.
I said the New York Stock Exchange, but yeah.
That is a great name for a roller coaster. It would certainly make you nauseous.
Yes.
But am I wrong? No. Do I have a victory in humor? I like to think so.
That's right. Yes, definitely.
Okay. So another interesting piece of trivia. There are clones of this actual roller coaster throughout different parks. And actually, Six Flags Great America has a coaster called the Viper, which is basically a mirror image of this coaster, and that is the Coney Island Cyclone.
It is the Coney Island Cyclone. Bill.
Sorry, theme parks are kind of a thing for me.
I gotta say, I'm not too confident with you having all the questions and answers sitting right next to him.
That's true. I'm trying very hard to hide
I'm not looking that direction.
Oh,
anyway,
I'm just messing with you.
I'll smack him if I think he's peeking.
All right.
All right, question 4. This week in 1977, Elvis Presley performed his final concert. In what city did the concert take place?
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. In what city?
Yep.
You said?
Yes.
I'm probably wrong, but I've got an answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna lock one in too. I'm probably wrong too.
All right. Bill, since Gene locked in first, you can go ahead and answer first.
Okay. I don't really have any deliberation for this. I didn't want to put like obvious things like either Las Vegas or Memphis. Probably it's one of those, but whatever. I went with Detroit.
Okay, Detroit. And Geno?
I went with Nashville.
Nashville. Actually, the correct answer is Indianapolis.
Of course it is.
I would have never guessed that.
And I think we had a different Elvis final question one time at a trivia night, and his last song was "Bridge Over Troubled Water" or something like that. I don't know that for certain.
Oh, good. At least we know that one's not going to be a question.
That will not be a question. No. All right, and your last question in the pop culture history round. This week in 2009, Michael Jackson died as the result of a combination of drugs prescribed by his doctor. What was the doctor's name?
Oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
Last name will suffice.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'm locked in with the wrong answer, but that's okay.
Since he's locked in, Geno, you can just answer whenever you want.
I'm going to feel dumb when I hear it because I think I've got it in my head, but I don't think I'm right. So, and I know this is wrong because this guy, I believe, was dead already. Well, I'm going to say Kevorkian.
Kevorkian. Ooh.
Nice. Since I had no guess, I just put a generic last name out there, and I said Smith.
That is about as generic a last name as you can go with. I'm sorry, it was neither Drs. Kevorkian nor Smith. It was Dr. Conrad Murray.
Ah, there it is. Now I feel...
names you'd know when you hear it. But
you know, what's sad is I work in news. It tells you how much I pay attention to said news.
It's been 9 years. A lot of things have happened since then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so after round 1, we have Geno with 10 points and Bill with 30. So it is by no means a slaughtering.
Yet.
Well, I feel confident that this round will go a little better. The category for round 2 is video games.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. What video game's name is a portmanteau of the Greek word for the number 4 and the word tennis, which was the creator's favorite game?
My goodness.
Please repeat that.
I'm locked in with a guess.
What video game's name is a portmanteau of the Greek word for the number 4 and the word tennis, which was the creator's favorite sport? And we're clear on what a portmanteau is?
No.
You unlock, Bill, if you don't know what it is. It's like when you put two words together. So when you had Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, you had Benifer.
Ah, gotcha.
That's okay. A portmanteau. So if you want to unlock Bill and think again, you can do that.
Tennis and the word 4?
The Greek word for the number 4.
Oh my goodness.
I have no clue. Yeah, this one's going better.
Him not up on our Greek.
No.
Better with Latin.
Probably not. I do know that Jehovah begins with an I.
There's an X in there somewhere.
Yeah.
My goodness. I'm just gonna. I know it's wrong because it's not gonna include either of these notes, but I just really can't think of anything, so I'm locked in with a bad answer.
Okay. Geno, if you want to chat through it, you're welcome to.
I mean,
I'm gonna kick myself. I guarantee it.
I have no guess whatsoever on this one.
No guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
tap
it.
out.
Yeah, I tap.
I just threw Pong out. I was like, whatever.
Okay, so we know that half of it comes from the word tennis. What if I told you that the Greek word for 4 is tetra?
Tetris?
Tetris.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
The second you said that.
Oh yes, because they have 4.
Yep, because there are 4 tetraminos,
Nice.
or however you say it.
Yeah,
My
but the fact that it
goodness.
has something to do with tennis is
Which
stupid.
really throws you off.
I'm trying to think of what tennis game it could have been.
Right. That's what threw me off too.
Alrighty, question number 2. What is the only game in which Mario serves as the antagonist?
I'm locked in with an answer.
Yeah, so am I.
Alright. Geno, what do you got?
Donkey Kong Jr. Definitely. After he gets abusive and captures Donkey Kong, Jr. has to go save the day. That's been a staple since my childhood. So yeah, Donkey Kong Jr.
Yep. But Mario gets his comeuppance at the end, so.
Oh yeah.
So you agree with him?
Yes, Donkey Kong Jr. it is.
It is Donkey Kong Jr. Nice job, gentlemen. Question number 3. Within 10, how many small dots are there on a Pac-Man board?
Oh my goodness.
Within 10?
Within 10.
10 either way.
If only I was wearing that t-shirt right now.
To count very fast.
I'm locked in with a guess.
I gotta guess.
All right, Geno?
I
do you guess?
said 300.
Okay.
I went kind of on the low end. I said 125.
Okay. Well, you could have split the difference. There are 240.
You see, and it's funny because I was about to say 256 just because I know there's a possible 256 levels.
Yeah.
You still would have missed it.
I still would have missed it anyway.
So close.
But it been close.
All right, question number 4. You guys may know this, but I didn't, and I thought it was interesting, so I'm asking it. Nolan Bushnell, who established Atari, also founded what popular restaurant chain?
Locked in.
Oh boy. Well, he seems to know it. I'll just guess one, as I have no
Alright.
clue. I know I'm wrong. I said Denny's.
You said Denny's. Okay. Bill?
Okay, so Nolan Bushnell founded Atari, and of course he wanted to be able to. I mean, at the time that this came out, he created this. Most arcades were really seedy establishments, so I mean they weren't really family friendly. So Nolan came up with the idea of a family-friendly location where people could get together and have an arcade experience, and he founded Chuck E. Cheese.
It is Chuck E. Cheese, land of disgusting pizza, but where a kid can be a kid. All right, and question number 5. In the classic NES game Kung Fu, the main character is trying to save a woman from Mr. X. What is that woman's name?
Locked in.
And for 2...
Yeah.
Hold on. For 2 bonus points.
Okay.
Name the main character.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Can I name who he's modeled after?
Locked in on both.
Okay.
I
Talk
don't.
it through, William.
Well, I know that Sylvia is the girl, and if I could name who the main character was named or modeled after, it's actually Jackie Chan because it's based off of a Jackie Chan movie. But I do not know who the main character's name is, so Fred.
Fred. The illustrious Fred, martial arts champion. Geno?
Okay, Sylvia is definitely the girl. A lot of my memories of childhood is playing Kung Fu and beating it before a lot of people, and the little cut scene of her being tied up in the chair yelling, "Thomas, save me."
Geno with the Big 12. They are Sylvia and Thomas.
Little piece of information. I suck at Kung Fu, and
I do not.
And Danielle is awesome at Kung Fu, so...
It's the one video game I'm good at. Alright, so after round 2, we have Geno with 32 points.
Woo.
And Bill with 60. So, we will move on to round 3.
I'm gonna consider that 2 points a badge of honor.
Yes, that's a moral victory.
Yes, you can...
Round 3 is on toys. Question 1. In the movie E.T., what toy did E.T. utilize as part of the makeshift communicator he used to phone home?
Oh, you know what? I'm locked in. I have a pretty good guess.
I don't think I'm right, but I got a guess.
All right, what's your guess?
I have the See and Say. For some reason that stuck out to me, but that may have been another movie, but I'll say that. It's been a long time since I watched E.T.
That's actually a pretty good guess, too. I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about the time period, and this stuck out to me, and I went with Speak and Spell.
So we have the See and Say and the Speak and Spell.
I think I was thinking I believe I was thinking what he was thinking, but I said the wrong name. But See and Say is the thing that you pull the string, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a cow.
I was actually thinking what he was thinking, but I said the wrong thing. But anyway, I'm sure I'm wrong.
They're both good guesses. It was my favorite toy as a child because it was a super nerd. It was the Speak and Spell.
Yeah. I was thinking of that thing, but yeah, wrong name. Oh well.
So close.
Yep. Horseshoes and hand grenades and all those things.
That's right. Question number 2. What was the first toy to be advertised on television?
Oh my goodness.
It's a classic trivia question.
I'm locked in with a guess. I think this might be right, actually, but...
All right. Whenever you are ready, Geno.
I've got a guess, too. I don't think I'm right, but I got a guess.
Okay.
I went with Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs. Created by the son of Frank Lloyd Wright, I learned as I was researching for this. So there's a free piece of trivia for you that will not be another question.
So my guess, I know that these were popular, like, in, like, the 50s, and I went with the hula hoop.
So you're both really good guesses. Classic toys. It was another classic toy, though, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, yeah. Which, I think those things, like, were, like, super sharp.
Yeah, it was originally a potato.
You used a real potato.
Yeah. All right, question number 3. A glimpse into my youth. What name is written on the rear end of every Cabbage Patch Kid doll?
I know who it is. Do I remember the name?
I don't remember his name either.
Last names are acceptable. You want to go with Smith again, Bill?
I have to say it's been a long time since I looked at the butt of a Cabbage Patch doll.
Not to put gender stereotypes out there, but I mean we do both have boys. It's not typically an ask for a toy by boys.
My brother had a Cabbage Patch Kid doll.
Yeah, I knew lots of boys that had them. I never had one, but I do.
I had a My Buddy.
A lot of my friends had it. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm gonna say Klein.
Klein. Okay.
I threw out Anderson.
Close. It was a pretty general name. It's Xavier Roberts.
Roberts. See, and I almost was going to say Xavier because I remember that being the first name, but obviously first name wasn't going to work. So.
Not so much. All right, question number 4. The largest Lego model ever created was made of over 5 million bricks and was a 1-to-1 scale model of what item from the Star Wars universe?
I've got to lock in. I think I'm right.
Okay.
How many bricks you said?
5 million.
And it was 1-to-1?
Yep, life size.
All right, I'm locked in with a guess too.
All right, Bill, since you were the second in, you get to go first.
Well, I'm just thinking size-wise, it couldn't have been like, something obviously as big as like a Star Destroyer or anything like that, so I went with an X-Wing.
Okay, and Geno?
I went with an X-Wing as well.
It was indeed an X-Wing.
Oh, right on.
It had a 44-foot wingspan and came complete with an R2-D2.
Could you fly it? Is that the question?
I remember seeing it on the news. I want to say the wings went in and out, and the way they had to transport it is they had like these bars in it, and you had to take the wings off and take the bars out because it wouldn't stand on its own. They would just fall apart if they tried to raise that many Lego, so they had to have these support beams within inside of it. I remember it being pretty cool. I for some reason I thought they tried to do a Millennium Falcon too, but I think I'm wrong about that.
If it came complete with a Chewbacca, that would be awesome. All right, and the last question in the toy round. Play-Doh, which I was never allowed to play with as a kid, was originally invented to clean what item around the house? Maybe I could have had it if my grandparents had known this.
To clean an item or a substance.
To clean something around your house.
Okay.
I have a guess.
I do too.
Okay. Anybody want to go first?
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead,
That's
man.
fine, G. Okay, I'm guessing wallpaper or walls. You can get like kind of the dust and grime off of it by just plopping the Play-Doh. That's the guess that I've got.
Okay, Geno.
I have mold.
Mold. Okay. Yikes. Suppose theoretically Geno's answer could be correct if it were on this, but I'm gonna say no, and it was wallpaper.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can't imagine just like throwing some Play-Doh on the wall. I'm pretty sure I would have been totally busted for that. All right.
That's what it's for.
It's supposed to do that. I did have one of those sticky things that used to like crawl down the wall when you threw it on the wall.
Wacky wall crawler.
Yeah, and we had a popcorn ceiling in our living room, and I threw one too high up the wall, and it got stuck on the ceiling. And so I thought, well, I'll just throw another one up there to try to knock it down. And it got stuck up there too. And my grandma was like terrified that I was going to knock the ceiling down trying to get them off. So they stuck up there until they finally, like 10 years later, got dried out and unsticky enough to just fall off the ceiling. So I'm pretty sure I would have been busted for putting Play-Doh on the wallpaper. All right. So after our third round, we have Geno with 42 and Bill with 90. So we are ready for halftime. All right, so here is your halftime question. It is in the category of Disney and the Oscars.
Okay.
So, there have been 7 Disney animated movies that have been nominated for Best Original Screenplay at the Academy Awards. For 4 points each, I would like you to name 5 of them.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Best Original Screenplay, not Best Picture, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, dumb question. And I don't know if you'll be allowed to answer. Are Pixar films included too?
Yes, Pixar films are also included.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to distinguish that, and I forgot, so thank you for asking.
Okay.
Best original. Can't use that.
Okay, let's see. Why am I drawing a blank?
Right, I've got 5 guesses.
Give me 1 second. I got 4.
Sure.
Are you wanting us to kind of just sound off one at a time in between the two of us, or do you want us to just say all 5?
You'll go one at a time and say all 5 of your picks.
I'll go with I know that's not right, but we'll go with it anyway. All right, I think I'm ready.
All right, Geno, what 5 did you go with?
I have Lion King, Coco, Inside Out, Toy Story, and Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, I threw Beauty and the Beast up there first and crossed it out because I was like, oh, wait a minute, we're talking about original screenplay here. That's adapted. Mm-hmm. So I went with WALL-E, Up, Toy Story 3, Moana, and Frozen.
Okay. The 7 movies that have been nominated for Best Original Screenplay are Toy Story, original recipe, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, and Inside Out.
Yeah,
so
not too bad, I guess.
My math is right. You each got 2, correct?
Yes.
I got 2.
You got 2. All right, so that gives you each 8 points on that one.
So but nothing changed.
And both of us had different things, right?
You did.
Was if we'd have combined forces, we'd have been in better shape.
Yep. All right, so then halfway through, we have Geno with 50 points and Bill with 98.
Geez, that sounds good until I hear yours.
All right, it's still anybody's game. Final round gives lots of opportunity for catching up. All right. Excuse me. Round 4, the category is Sports Ball Movie Tri-Bond. There are 2 categories of movies that I am universally guaranteed to love. One would be sports ball movies, even though I don't really like sports apart from baseball and the Olympics. Bill, do you know what the other one is?
The other sport?
The other category of movies that I'm guaranteed to like.
Ooh, testing the marriage.
Prep school movies.
Yep, mid-20th century New England prep school movies, a la School Ties and Dead Poets Society. So,
congratulations! Congratulations, Bill. You don't have to sleep on the couch tonight.
He does not.
Yes,
he does not. So I am a sucker for sports movies. I love sports movies, even though I'm terrible at sports. All sports, seriously, all sports. So for each of these questions, I am going to give you 3 actors that were in a movie that was sports related, and you just have to tell me the movie. Now, we all know Geno is a big movie guy, and Bill used to work at a movie store, so I didn't go with main characters and main actors. I went with secondary and even tertiary characters.
Oh my goodness.
So this isn't going to be as easy as it could have been, but I don't think they're all that difficult. So.
Lovely.
All right, question number 1. What movie starred these folks? David Strathairn, John Lovitz, and Madonna.
I'm locked in with a guess.
Why am I drawing a blank on this? I know what it is, and I'm drawing a blank. God. You know those questions you just know, and for some reason you can't think of it?
This is the most irritating questions in the world.
Yep. Got it.
Got it? All right. What you got, Geno?
League of Their Own.
All right. And Bill?
There's no crying in baseball. It's a league of her own.
A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah. I'll give you credit for that. All righty. Question number 2. What movie starred Dennis Leary, James Earl Jones, and Marley Shelton? Just start with sports movies, and work your way back.
I got it.
Oh yeah, I'm locked in.
All right, Bill, what you got?
You're killing me, Smalls. Sandlot.
Sandlot. Geno?
Sandlot.
Sandlot. Very good.
I actually showed my son that the first time not too long ago. I always say to him, "You're killing me, Smalls," and he always wondered what that was coming from. And then when I show him the movie and Ham said that, he looked at me and I'm like, yeah, now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah, Dennis Leary is like where I was like, oh yeah, he was a stepdad.
Stepdad. Yep. All right, question number 3. What movie starred Bonnie Hunt, Jerry O'Connell, and Regina King? Maybe not quite as sports-centered as some of the rest of them, but it's still...
Name the 3 again.
Bonnie Hunt, Jerry O'Connell, and Regina King.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'm locked in.
I got it, and that's another one I'm having trouble with the name. Got it.
All right, Geno, what do you got?
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire. And Bill?
Show me the money, Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money. All right, it is Jerry Maguire.
Wasn't he like the Jerry O'Connell was like the football player, the main Kush?
This is Kush.
Yeah.
Yep. Question number 4. What movie stars Jon Favreau, Ned Beatty, and Charles S. Dutton?
What in the world? I have no idea. Trying to think. I don't know the other 2, and I'm trying to think of movies that Jon Favreau's in.
I think.
Oh, you know what? I'm locked in.
Of course you
And
are.
I just thought of it.
Oh yeah, I got it.
All right, what you got, Geno?
Rudy. The biggest farce in sports movies ever. It's such a great movie, but man, is it a total lie.
Yeah. The actual guy, Rudy himself, actually came and spoke at our school once.
Oh yeah, is that before?
Yeah.
Is that before the lie came out?
Oh, maybe.
Your brush with fame. I like the movie Rudy, and I really liked it because I didn't remember Sean Astin being in anything after Goonies for like forever, even though I'm sure he was, but I didn't know anything. Encino Man. Oh, no, these are the juice. All right, and question number 5. What movie stars these folks? Matthew Lillard, John Goodman, and Robert Patrick.
Oh boy.
It's maybe a deeper cut than some of the others.
John Goodman, Matthew Lillard. Oh, we just watched this. I'm locked in.
Repeat the names again, please.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Lillard, John Goodman, and Robert Patrick.
No, I don't know.
All right. And Bill?
I only have to thank for the fact that we watched this on Netflix or whichever, Amazon or Netflix, whichever it was on. It's Trouble with the Curve.
Clint Eastwood movie, Trouble with the Curve. And he uses "we watched this" very loosely. I watched it, and he was in the general vicinity while I was watching the movie.
I was like 1/3 paying attention to the movie, okay?
Well, it makes me happy that I've never seen it. And so, not knowing that, the only John Goodman sports movie I could think of was The Babe, and I'm
The
like,
Big Lebowski.
Well, bowling, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't remember Matthew
Shut the
Lillard
F up,
mucking.
Donnie.
I don't remember Matthew Lillard mucking up that movie. So.
All right. So after round 4, we have Geno with 90 and Bill with 148. So not a big change there. So awesome. All right, round 5 is Saturday Night Live.
Oh boy.
All right, question number 1. What movie star was competing against Chris Farley in the famous Chippendales sketch?
Locked in.
I'm locked in, yeah.
All right. Bill, you want to go first this time?
Yeah. I mean, this guy was probably famous for, like, you know, this kind of stuff anyway. It was Patrick Swayze.
Geno?
Yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
I just remember
She's
that
like the
sketch
wind.
where he's like, you were so good, man. You were so good. And, no, man, they're going to pick you, man. They're going to pick you.
I've wondered how many times they, like, lost it during rehearsals for that thing.
You know, I could see that being a one take. I really
Yeah.
could. I know, I mean, of course they did it live, but I could see them getting through that because they had to.
Yeah, that's... Ugh. Had to be rough. All right, question 2. Who was the first host of Saturday Night Live?
Oh, jeez.
Locked in.
Like the first show ever?
Ever.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I have never seen the first show ever. Yeah, I'll guess one, I guess.
All right, what's your guess?
Even though he was cast Eddie Murphy, I'll say Eddie Murphy.
All right.
Okay.
Bill?
It actually was another stand-up. It's just I only really know this because it's just kind of a big piece of SNL trivia. It's George Carlin.
It is George Carlin. Amazed he got through it, actually. Yeah, and Eddie Murphy was one that hosted before he was a cast member. So there's some pretty interesting Saturday Night Live stuff out there. All right, question 3. What 2 individuals provide the voices of Ace and Gary in the ambiguously gay duo sketches?
Repeat the question, please.
What 2 individuals provide the voices of Ace and Gary in the ambiguously gay duo sketches?
This is a guess, but I'm probably wrong.
We get points for each guy or just points for a complete answer?
You know what? I will give you 5 points for each guy.
Okay. What is that guy's name? I gotta guess.
All right. Who are you going with, Geno?
I have Robert Smigel and Mike Judge.
Okay. And Bill?
I went with I know that the 2 that played him were actually cast members, but were like kind of tied to SNL or wanted to be on SNL at the time. I put John Hamm and Steve Carell.
Okay. Well, you get 5 points. Sorry, Geno. It is Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert.
Oh, Colbert. Okay.
Steve Carell's wife was a cast member, Nancy Walls.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
And he auditioned for SNL, but Will Ferrell beat him out.
John Hamm was...
He was in like the live
He was
action.
in the live
action
action when they did... Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That was at a time I wasn't watching a lot of SNL, so I'm not surprised I didn't know that. That was a Robert Smigel cartoon, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, it was. So you
Okay.
did have a good name in there. All right, question number 4. What is the brand name of the drink of choice for the ladies' man? And for 2 bonus points, what kind of booze is that?
Oh my goodness.
I got it.
You got it?
I can't... I butchered my spelling here, but I'm going to go with... and I would say... All right. Gina, if you want to go ahead and put your guess out first.
Oh,
that's
so you
fine.
can hear mine, huh? Okay.
I have it written down. We're good.
I gotta pronounce it how.
In your best ladies man impression.
ladies' man
Okay, I was gonna say because I've seen what the brand is really called, but I know how he pronounces it. It's Cavatier.
Yes.
and for the extra points, that'd be cognac.
All right.
I got my Cavatier here. I put bourbon, but I'm guessing he's probably right.
It is Courvoisier, and it is cognac. That's disgusting.
Well, the reason I actually finally figured out that what does it really pronounce? It's not. Is it?
It's like Courvoisier.
Yeah.
It's French, so I don't know.
My brother's friend used to collect little alcohol bottles, and they went to a liquor store and asked for the ladies' man stuff. Courvoisier. And the person had no idea what they were talking about. And they said, it's cognac. They said, oh, is this it right here? And they had like a little bottle of
Nice.
the ladies' man stuff. And it's like, oh, that's what it's really called. He has a lisp, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so Geno with the big 12 again, Bill with 10. And question number 5. Only 4 women in the history of Saturday Night Live have regularly hosted Weekend Update. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are 2 of them. Who are the other 2? And I will give you 5 points each.
I know who they are, and I can't think of their names.
Oh my goodness. She's. Oh my good. Oh, that's it. I was like, I couldn't think of her name. It's like, she's recent. I got mine down, locked in.
I can't think of their names.
No?
I really can't. No, I'm drawing a blank. I know one of them for certain because it's the one that Chevy Chase was so mean to all the time.
Yes.
But I can't think of her name off the top of my head. And then if the other one's recent, I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in years. So.
Well, you're thinking of Jane, you ignorant slut.
Yes.
Terrible.
Yes.
Awful.
So I had that locked in already, so she can say it.
I'm drawing a blank.
All right. It was Jane Curtin. And the other one, it took me a little bit to think about. I was like, okay, she's recent. What's her name? Cecily Strong.
Cecily Strong.
Yeah. She only did like 1 season.
Yep. All right. So after 5 rounds, that gives us Geno with 112 and Bill with 193. All right, round 6.
Can I say this before we get into round 6? I am not surprised how this is going right now.
No, this is going very well. He has not lapped you, which is the most important thing in a points-based game. So you're doing very well.
And you got both those bonus pieces.
And he got no bonus pieces.
I know.
Yeah, but they're only worth 2 points.
2 moral victories. All right, round 6 is music lyrics.
Oh boy.
So in this category, I am going to attempt to read music lyrics in such a poor manner so as to not give away anything with the meter and the rhythm and all that good stuff. So just need to name the song that contains these lyrics. There is a song from each of the last 5 decades, and all of the songs were in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 year-end charts, so they're not really weird, obscure songs that you would never have heard of. So, question number 1. This song reached number 4 on the year-end charts in 1978. Well now, I get low, and I get high. And if I can't get either, I really try. Got the wings of heaven on my shoes? I'm a dancing man, and I just can't lose.
Okay, I think I got a guess. I'm locked in. Can you read it again?
Yeah, please.
Well now, I get low and I get high, and if I can't get either, I really try. Got the wings of heaven on my shoes. I'm a dancing man, and I just can't lose.
I'm probably wrong, but no, that wasn't even a thing. Okay, I gotta guess. I'm wrong, but I gotta guess.
Okay.
Saturday Night Fever.
All right. Bill?
Okay. Well, is he talking about... Is that actually a song? I don't want to, say my answer.
You're going to say the name of the song is Saturday Night Fever?
I guess,
Not a song from Saturday Night Fever?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's from Saturday Night Fever. I guessed Staying Alive.
Staying Alive? You were on the right track, Geno. You were getting there. It is Staying Alive.
I almost said Staying Alive, but then I forgot. Oh, yeah, Staying Alive was a movie, I believe, in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Right?
Like
and so
I... like the sequel.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was good.
He wants to strut. All right, question number 2. This song reached number 2 on the year-end charts in 1982. Rising up straight to the top. Had the guts. Got the glory. Went the distance. Now, I'm not gonna stop.
I got it.
I'm locked into Geno. You can go ahead and say.
It's the eye of the tiger. Dun, dun, dun.
Bump, womp, bump, bump. Yep. Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. Correct. Good job,
The
gentlemen.
plot of Rocky 3 is as follows.
Is as follows. All right, question number 3. This song reached number 2 on the year-end charts in 1997. Which was a really hard one for me to do because there were like so many good songs from the year I graduated high school. Let me display my age out there for everyone to hear. All right. You're always the mysterious one with dark eyes and careless hair. You were fashionably sensitive, but too cool to care.
Can you read it one more time?
Yes. You're always the mysterious one with dark eyes and careless hair. You were fashionably sensitive, but too cool to care.
My goodness, I've got nothing.
I've got nothing. I think you stumped us.
Oh, tricky.
I'm gonna put in a guess that's completely wrong, but I'm gonna kick myself when I get this too.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
You're just gonna tap out?
Yeah.
I'm not even. All right.
I'm guessing Love Fool.
Nope, no Love Fool. It's Foolish Games by Jewel.
Oh, that's right. Nobody listened to that anymore.
Right.
All right.
That'd be a good reason why we didn't.
I mean,
get
it
that.
reached number 2, so a few people listened to it.
I had a Jewel album.
Girls.
I had a Jewel album, but I couldn't even tell you what was on it anymore. I can't remember any of her songs unless maybe I heard them.
They all sound kind of.
If I turned that on and listened to it, I'd be like, "Oh, there it is."
Yeah, he'd know it if you.
I know the
know
song,
it if you heard
like
it.
I know the chorus and stuff, but whatever.
All right, question number 4. This song reached number 7 on the year-end charts in 2009. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer.
One more time?
Mm-hmm. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer.
My goodness.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm tapping.
Oh.
I don't listen to a lot of popular music.
No, well, in 2009, there's no way. It sounds familiar, but I can't think of it. I've got nothing.
It's I'm Yours by Jason Mraz.
Yeah, I barely even know who that is.
He said, I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer. That one.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
great.
right. Yay.
Fantastic.
And then this final song reached number 1 on the year-end charts in 2017. So, I hope you know 2017 music better than I do, because I don't know very much.
Not really.
You could call me on my cell phone. So it's probably not going to be that.
It's not gonna be a Drake song, no. All right, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me.
Oh. Dude, I'm
He
done.
just puts his pencil down.
Yep.
Nah.
Nope.
Tap.
No?
Tap.
Oh, we need some young people up in this joint, apparently. That is Shape of You by Ed Sheeran.
You know that? Did you know that I did not even know who that guy was until he did that
He was
cameo
on Game of Thrones?
Until he did the cameo on Game of Thrones, and I said, you know, is that guy somebody? And then, of course, when I researched the next day, it's like, yeah, he's, you know, however many awards he's won or whatever artist. I'm like, and then of course I'm like, oh yeah, he sung, and then he was saying like, what was it? Oh, that's a new one or whatever, you know.
It went in a similar vein here. We're sitting on the couch, and Bill goes, Is that Ed Sheeran? Like, surely not. And then I'm like, no, that's Ed Sheeran. All right, so going into the wager round, our totals after prelims are Geno with 122 and Bill with 203. So there's still plenty of opportunity for this to go another way.
You must be grading on a curve.
Well, it's a wager round, so kinda. All right, so the category for the wager round is the Infinity Gauntlet. And I'll explain how this is going to go. In this round, I am going to ask you 6 questions. 1 question inspired by each of the 6 Infinity Stones. Now, to be clear, these questions are inspired by the stones. They help kind of determine the path of the question. They're not actually about the stones or even about the Avengers.
Okay.
I'm going to list the stones in the order that I will be asking the questions of Wow, let me try that again. I'm going to read the stones in the order that the questions will be coming about them. So what you want to do is you want to write those down in that order, and then you can decide how you're going to wager based on the questions that you think I'm going to ask. So you can wager 0 to 50 points for every question, but there is one caveat. You can't wager more than the total number of points that you have right now. So
0 to 50.
0 to 50. So if you wanted to wager 50 points on every question, right now you'd have to have 300 points in order to be able to do that.
Fair enough.
All right?
Okay.
So, to be even more clear, if you get the question wrong, you lose the points that you wagered.
Sure.
So, you get them right. You get them if you get it right. You lose them if you get them wrong. So, to recap, so you can help determine your wagers, Geno, you have 122. Bill, you have 203.
Okay.
0 to 50. And any denomination therein you wish to wager is fine by me. But I may have to take some time to figure out some math. So I'm going to read the order of the stones, and this is the order that the questions will come in, and then you can take a couple minutes to figure out how you want to wager.
Okay.
So number 1 is soul. Number 2 is mind. Number 3 is power.
Okay.
Number 4 is reality. Number 5 is time. And number 6 is space. And the questions will have to do with those things, but still within the realm of pop culture.
Okay, now for each question, are we doing our wager as we go, or do I need to figure out how I'm wagering everything now?
Do them all now.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Making me do math.
Yeah, maths.
I'm just playing it.
You don't have to wager the entirety of your points. You don't have to wager any points, but you have that many points to play with.
Okay. Let's see. 16.
Of course, he has to think about, like, okay, how many points do I have to wager in
And I
order
will
to...
also say, being that this is the final round in the wager round, in my opinion, these questions are harder than the others. So, if that affects your wagering, there's also that.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. I think I am ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I got mine down.
Are you ready? All right. So, question 1 will be the soul question. What are your wagers?
10 points.
10 points.
Right. 10 points. All right. Question. The fans of what American Idol winner were collectively referred to as the Soul Patrol?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna kick myself. What is
Yeah.
his name?
I got his face in my head, and
I know. Oh my gosh.
will last name suffice?
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm ready. I think.
All right.
I'm drawing a blank. I've got nothing.
Okay. Alrighty. Geno, what did you go with?
I think his last name was Hicks.
Yes.
All right. And Bill had nothing?
Yep.
It was Taylor Hicks.
Taylor, yeah. That's right. The guy that beat out Daughtry and Catherine, what's her name? And yeah.
Catherine McPhee. Yep. Both of whom are now arguably more popular than Taylor Hicks, although Daughtry's coming.
They're probably
to Decatur,
still
so
working.
That doesn't say a lot about you. So, all right. Question number 2 is the mind question. What are your wagers?
I went 10 points again.
10.
10? All right. What early 1990s sitcom revolved around a research assistant whose internal thought processes were personified by the characters of Angel, Animal, Wimp, and Genius?
Read that again, please.
Yeah, read that again.
What early 1990s sitcom revolved around a research assistant whose internal thought processes were personified by the characters of Angel, Animal, Wimp, and Genius?
Okay,
I've got a guess.
But that's not really what they are, but I get what you're saying. Okay, I'm locked in.
All right. You ready, Geno?
Yeah.
What'd you go with?
I have Herman's Head.
Herman's Head?
Yeah, that's what I had too. I'm guessing like Animal was lust, Genius was intellect, and Angel was I don't know, whatever the other two were there.
Yes, it was Herman's Head. Literally the only thing I remember about Herman's Head is that Yeardley Smith was in it. I remember nothing else. Hardly.
Wasn't Hank Azaria in that too?
Yes, he was in it. All right, question number 3 is the power question. What are your wages?
10 again.
Wait. Wow, you guys are predictable.
Sorry.
All right, question. What inventor is known for his contributions to the design of alternative current electric supply, and, if the prestige is to be believed, for creating a machine that could replicate Hugh Jackman?
I'm locked in.
Give me a second. Yeah, I got it.
All right. Bill, let's start with you.
I have, I would butcher his first name, so I'm just going to say his last name, and it's Tesla.
All right.
Yeah,
Geno?
Tesla.
Tesla is correct.
Nicola.
All right. Question number 4 is the reality question. What are your wagers?
10.
It's mind share here.
All right. Here's the question. On the television show The Simple Life, this future reality star in her own right made appearances as Paris Hilton's assistant and stylist.
Will you accept last name?
In this case, I will need more than the last name.
Great. Okay, I think I got it. I think.
I know this is going to be wrong, but I've got a guess.
All right. What are you going with?
Nicole Richie.
Okay.
Same.
All right. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Both lose 10 points. It was Kim Kardashian.
Oh. Okay.
Nicole was her co-star.
Yeah.
But Kim...
I think I
She put
misheard
her
the
to
question then. I thought you were saying
sorry.
later she became something. Whatever.
She did. She
let-
was on
I'm just saying
that first.
if I don't remember anything about Kim Kardashian, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, yes.
I will
indeed.
gladly lose 10 freaking points for that.
I got a Kanye West question at trivia night last week, and I was a little bit ashamed of myself. All right. Question number 5 is the time question. What are your wagers?
10.
10.
10. Whew. All right. In the opening moments of Back to the Future, Doc Brown's clocks surprise Marty when they all go off at 8 o'clock. Much to Marty's chagrin, Doc tells him that he's been conducting an experiment and it's not actually 8 o'clock. What time is it?
I have a guess.
I gotta guess. I have no clue.
Okay. What's your guess, Geno?
I'll say 10.
10? Okay.
I don't imagine he was that tardy, so I'm going to guess 8:30.
All right. Bill is closer. Doc Brown had all of the clocks go off 25 minutes late. It was 8:25.
25. Goodness. Not even an even number. Come
That-
on, Robert Zemeckis.
That's been another movie I have not watched in forever. Yeah, lovely.
All right. And the final question is the space question. Are we still good for 10?
Yeah.
No.
I had 10.
No.
Ooh, curveball.
50.
Ooh. All
You got the
right.
big guns with this one.
Okay. Here's your final question. In the spectacular piece of motion picture brilliance, Armageddon, Harry Stampert's drilling crew is dispatched to save the world from an asteroid on a collision course with the Earth. How deep does the team have to drill into the asteroid before dropping a nuclear warhead
Are you
inside?
serious?
I've got a guess. And it's been a long time since I watched this movie. Actually, I've only seen it once. I've heard the
locking my
soundtrack more
guess.
than I've ever...
That's probably true for most people. All right, Bill. What's your guess?
I guess 2,000 feet.
All right. And Geno?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. All right. Well, when... Is it William Fichtner? I always get him and Chris Cooper confused.
No, Fichtner is
Fichtner.
He's the one that kind of...
But he's the guy who flies the thing, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
okay.
So, yeah.
When he's starting to freak out and he wants to, like, abandon ship, Bruce Willis tells him, I will make 800 feet, I swear to God.
Oh,
So,
crap.
very close. All right, so that gives us a final score for Geno of 82, which is still a respectable number, especially given the big wager at the end. And Bill with 183.
Respectable at the beginner's table, baby.
There's nothing wrong with that score.
hey man, it was still a good thrashing.
And here's, if you had gotten that right...
is somebody still a little mad I beat him at Mario Kart? Or Mario Party?
if you had gotten that right, Bill would have beaten you by 1 point.
Oh,
Jeez.
So maybe this is better.
Well, screw Armageddon for having the wrong number.
Michael Bay is your bane of existence again.
It
Yet
made
again.
me. It made me want to close my eyes. It made me want to fall asleep. Yes, and Michael Bay can stick it. That'll be my final cry of defiance.
Well, Geno, I say that this was a good time, and I think we had some fun, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I expected to lose. I think I did better than I thought I would. So I'm happy with my performance, even in losing. So that was a good time.
I think the even better performance probably comes from Danielle. Those were some actually really good questions, and I thought that she did a really great job putting those together.
Well, yeah, you'd think she'd done trivia before. I mean,
Yeah,
come
right.
on.
Once or twice.
Well, guys, that's going to be it for GB3 versus a.k.a. Geno's Thrashing. I'm the real Geno. Bill's a HeiseNerd, and joining him is his lovely wife, the Skylar to his HeiseNerd, Danielle. Thank you all for watching. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.